Okay, hello and welcome to Resident Evil Zero. Let's play on it. That's what I just said. It's the first time that I've ever played it. Match current standards. I don't know how that's going to work. It might not be tank settings, and I might have to change it to original. A Midwestern town in America.
Raccoon City.
Games that actually beat the things that's you? Old games that do that?
An island that would become the second Raccoon City, Sheena.
The second Raccoon City,
There
huh?
are still many unanswered questions.
Even though this is a prequel.
Seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events. Though it is
Okay, so we're going into this blind, but it seems good.
Somehow involved.
Umbrella was
Little is
involved,
the
of course it
origin of
was.
this faceless corporation. When was it established? By whom?
What's the name of this establishment? If it's not Umbrella, what is it?
How was the T-virus created?
From COVID.
To uncover the truth, we must delve deeper into the events which transpired in the beginning.
Okay, so Resident Evil 1.
Mansion incident.
Oh, before the one. So it is going to the Resident Evil 2. So it kind of hints at a sequel, but it's also the prequel. Okay. But the visuals looks really good for considering it was like an oldie game. Held up pretty well, but I guess it was made after Resident Evil, the original, so, you know. And it was, what, on the Dreamcast or something? A console that I didn't have, so, you know, and it was an exclusive, so I could not have it. We've got the Resident Evil 1 thing again, where it's not filling the whole screen, but that's fine. Random person at the top of the hill singing and spurting out 1,000,000 spores. Okay, interesting. So it's more like Las Plagas. Is this the origin? So did they find the stuff from a Las Plagas sort of thing? And then they made it into the T-virus, and then it's like this ultra vampire that's just there. So he's meant to be a zombie, right? But he seems a bit too alive and aware to be a zombie. 2 hours later, above Raccoon Forest.
Investigation of some bizarre murders in the suburbs of Raccoon
Murders? I don't think that was a murder.
Training could ever have prepared us for the nightmare that ensued. We never stood a chance.
Never stood a chance. Well, that's off to a great start, isn't it? The helicopter just fails out of nowhere. Nothing to do with the zombies or anything. It's just poor craftsmanship. Poor craftsmanship, and our helicopter goes down. Thankfully, we all survived. Of course, the pilot's just going to sit in there and not do anything. He's just like, yep, I'm staying with the chopper. It's my job. I don't leave it even if it can't fly anymore. Okay, some MPs got killed and turned into zombies, probably.
Captain!
What happened?
It's oozing. Were they carrying the T-virus?
Order for transportation. Prisoner Billy Cohen, ex-lieutenant, 26 years old. Court-martialed and sentenced to death July 22nd. Prisoners to be transferred to the Regathon base for execution.
Those poor soldiers. They were good
I mean,
men,
what did he do
just
to
jobs, and that scum
end up
murdered
executed?
All right, everyone.
Oh, he killed a lot of other
Separate the
soldiers.
area.
Got it.
Our friend is brutal and ruthless. Keep your guard up.
But it's probably going to turn out that it was zombies, and he, you know, they turned to zombies, and he put them down because they were zombified, right? Because it's Resident Evil. It's probably just the good guy. Okay, so we're a medic, and we're just walking away from the rest of the group. It's like definitely smart medic behavior, right? A train that's also dripping with ooze. Oh, it's the train that crashed, right? The Hogwarts Express. I know it's not. It says the Ecliptic Express, but I saw the word express and it's red. It's also got an ominous glow coming from inside. The door to safety is shut. So the train is safety, okay. There's no turning back. And I mean, oh, what? Safety is off the train? The train just locked us in. You haven't finished searching the train yet, but you just told me the door to safety is shut. Right, so that's weird button for that. It's like modern controls, but oh, that is not modern controls. That is most certainly not modern controls. Okay, triangle is also not bring up inventory. That's just pause. X is bring up inventory. What are these controls? What are these controls? Partner. Okay, we've got a map. There we go. The cabin you're in. Yes. Well, we already saw that on a different thing. Mix and set. So I'm guessing we're going to mix herbs with that. So it's always used to prepare mixed medicines. Filled with vials and injectors and all sorts. I'm sure that will come in handy. And then we've got handgun. We've got very little inventory space in this, haven't we? Jesus. It is tank controls at least, but the controls are weird. I'm not going to press right trigger because I'm guessing that's shoots. Because, like, right bumper. I don't know why I'm using Xbox control standard. Look at that slides. Doing about the cabin. The seats are stained red. I don't know if it is tank. It's not tank controls. It's not. It's absolute controls. I'm stupid, but that's fine. Like, you know, it's at least not overriding them when you're transitioning between screens. But after you let go, it then changes. So that's okay for now. If it gets annoying, I'll go to classic. It gets too annoying, I will go to classic. The Eclipse Express. Right. There we go, the zombie.
Stars Bravo team. Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
Also, we're like the Bravo team, not the main team. Well, that's a zombie. Like, the FMV is good. You watch the zombie waking up, girl. And there's no return. Okay, well. It locks. Wait! Okay, so it turns out that right trigger wasn't shoot. Oh, that's... Okay, original. Ultimate, original. Right, so that's run reloads. Like, there's actually very little in terms of, the things. Right, type A, type B. Right, so that's status. That turns into map. That's still not good. That's status. That's status. Attack. Okay. Aim. Attack. Quick turn would be B, and that's better, because what is it there? It's still B. Type B. Move partner character. Oh, you can move both characters at the same time, huh? Interesting. Like, I can't have that as status, right? That's status. Switch characters, change targets. Okay. So there's locking on targets. If I do that and shoot, and that's bring up the map, that could work. That could reload. And then its quick turn is still on that. Right. straight back in the same door that we literally just went through before. I don't know why she ran back into this one. It didn't show us, but you know, there were like a bunch of zombies in there. Or cutscenes? Nope. The rain outside is quickly turning into a downpour. Well, okay. I don't think it saves my change of controls, you know. Okay, right, let's see how this does. Okay, so, I mean, we don't need quick turn because it just automatically does that, right? So that's aim, and then like there's the switch target sort of thing, and then I can shoot with X or that, and that's going to work out better. And then that's bring up a map, which works as a better control. Right, so that's locked on the other side. There's some stairs there to go up the thing. I don't know if we've missed some items. We might have missed some items. Right. We're getting acquainted. Hopefully it's not going to matter so much that we got eaten in that very first room. Doesn't seem to be anything of any use. So there's a diary on the literally same thing. Orders came from the boss today. It's like we're in charge of investigating the remains of Harkley Mountain's laboratory. Moving in 2 groups, the initial group is assigned to start checking what's left of the abandoned experiments. Unfortunately, test of the bioorganic weapon, type Y139, has to be suspended because of this investigation. Same with type Y3... It's the same with type Y139, but you've also just said Y139, so it's like, yeah. There's still so much we don't know about the responses to crustacean T-virus. There's a lot of interesting research left. Depending on the species and nurturing conditions, only minute doses of T bring about remarkable changes in solidarity size and multiplication of internal toxins and brain developments. If these effects can be controlled, a powerful weapon could be produced. So you have to put very, very slight amounts of T-virus, and then their brain grows and they become more intelligent. But if too much, then they become a zombie. But the sudden development of shell results in corroding fragility. Certain areas become exceedingly weak, problematic. One of these areas in the head carapace. This lab we are going to, were they pursuing the same research? It would certainly help with data samples that would help us in our research. The day is finally approaching. I'm growing more anxious. The Raccoon City newspapers and TV stations are full of reports about the bizarre murders in the suburbs. It can't be the virus, can it? If it is... Nah, I can't think of that now. I have to concentrate on the investigation, make sure it goes smoothly. Well, doesn't seem to be anything of any use. And then suddenly you are turned into zombies. Handgun ammo. Parabellum. Poor guy must have been attacked in his sleep. He's covered in slime. I guess that's how they turn in this, because it's more of a sea-based virus, right? That they are crustacean evolutions, and you know they're turning from sea creatures, and then that's probably what those things are. So it's like they're not really zombies. I guess the T-virus came from under the sea. Oh, does that open onto both cabins? So maybe you can pass things through cabins in that sort of way. I don't think we're going to save just yet. Take the green herb. We're on caution already. Jesus. Same with blood. Some section illegible. 8 miles north of Raccoon City in the Archive Mountains lies our company's management training facility. It was shut down years ago. Now, we're conducting a preliminary study in the reopening of its facilities. The first investigation unit is already on site and opening the investigation. I want your team to provide support. The following orders are a William Birkin, I know it says William Bark, and the first investigation unit. Okay, the first investigation unit. The rest is torn and unreadable. There's something to dump the stuff in, like... No box? Is there really no storage box? Interesting. So we're just gonna have to carry all this stuff with us. Surely, maybe the thing on the bed that looks like a briefcase is the storage box. Let's try that. Good old save room music. No, it's definitely not that, and I don't know how I get into it from right trigger. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I store in this because we've got so limited inventory. I don't want to keep hold of ink ribbons. I want to put them in the storage case to pile up and never be used. Because, like it's true about the cabin, you know, that's just how I operate, apparently. Loxon can't be opened. The door is conductor's office. Okay. Card reader, but don't have a card. Okay. The thing that was, he's holding a key card. Train key. I like the use was an option there, which was odd. Okay, someone else has come aboard the train who's actually human. Oh, is he the prisoner? She's wearing a lot of eye makeup, huh?
Billy.
Hi.
Lieutenant Cohen.
So, you seem to know me. Been
Yeah, we're hunting
fantasizing
you.
about me, have you?
You're the prisoner that was being transferred for execution. You were with those soldiers outside.
Oh, I see. You're with stars. Well, no offense, honey, but you're kind of
Stars.
So, I'm afraid our little chat time is over.
That was quick.
Wait, you're under arrest.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know.
Another zombie just comes in. Oh, okay. There was one way into the train, I guess.
Worst thing
He's gonna turn into a zombie.
can't
He looks very dead.
be careful, Rebecca.
I don't think he's gonna live.
Zombies and monsters.
Zombies and monsters.
Oh no, it's not like we just saw one in the train already. And a doggo, of course. Wouldn't be Resident Evil without the dog. What? You were on the floor. How did you instantly teleport up like that? Sit, boy, sit. Well... Hello, doggo. Where have you gone? Clever doggo. Far too clever, doggo. Just isn't waiting for me to reload. That is nonsense. I know that it said that the zombie virus makes your brain bigger, but that was a very... You are very dead. You were so happy just a few hours ago. Told him something. Bullets. Eye bugs all over. Probably from the doggos that just chased him here, you know? I think they might have had something to do with it. That dog was far too intelligent. There's something written on the tag. Dining car. Okay, so it's not the conductor's. Which means I'm probably going to have to go all the way back through everything, right? Because this isn't the dining car. Locks. No, we need a key card for that. Also, you're going to be a zombie when I come back, and you're going to be a zombie when I come back, so, you know... What I really should do is, you know, just be like, bang, make sure that you're not coming back to life. Dog is not taking any of it. He is not, is he? Cursed blessing. Hello, hello. How are you? He really wasn't taking any of it. But that was nonsense also that he teleported up. I shot him onto the floor and he just suddenly teleported onto my arm. And I don't know what was with that. But he didn't want to get shot anymore. That's for a fact. I'm very intelligent. Hi. Are you going to get back up? Probably. Oh, you are eating all of my bullets, aren't you? Thankfully, we got a lot right. You are probably not dead. Oh, you're bleeding. What about you? You dead? This guy looks very interesting. It's, you know, he's not coming into a zombie. Right, is this the dining car? It's probably not. That's just off the train, right? I'm guessing we're not getting off the train anytime soon. Right, let's look at the map. There's a lot of things, but I'm going to go up the stairs, and I'm going to guess it's going to be up the stairs. We're probably supposed to go up here in the first instance when we were running away from them, but... Oops. That's a weird pile of stuff. I also hear something else alive. Some kind of eggs! Puddle of slime all around. Yeah, it's definitely not going to explode into things that are going to come and crawl and attack us at any point, is it? They look like some kind of eggs. Puddle of slime all... Yeah, they are going to grow into some giant monster and come and eat our face. They're definitely going to come and become some sort of facehugger creature, I can tell already. Like the things that were just splattered on the window in the intro. I bet that that's what they're going to grow into, and they're going to jump on our face.
This is Rebecca. Over.
Enrico! On a train.
Enrico! Hello! Can you read me? Please respond.
Rebecca, I can hear you. Now listen up. We've obtained detailed information on the future.
Yeah, I just saw him.
Billy Cohen killed as many as 23 people. Over.
23 people.
We have also confirmed that he was institutionalized. So keep your guard up.
Were they zombies? You know, now that we know that zombies are a thing, maybe he killed 23 zombies. And that's why he was institutionalized, because, you know, it's like, they were zombies. No one's going to believe that. But, you know, it just happens that there are zombies. Oh, hi. Bye. I'll deal with you on the way back, I think. Don't need this anymore. Throw it away, yes. I don't want things I don't need. I'll deal with you on the way back if you're still here. Oh, did you kill the zombie for me?
Why don't we cooperate?
Cooperate with you?
Listen, little girl, if you haven't noticed, there's some pretty freaked out things on this train.
Yeah.
I want to get out of here. I don't think we stand a chance doing it alone.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help.
I mean, we could handcuff him to that banister
Don't
right there.
call me little girl.
He's put his arm with the handcuffs, like, right on it.
Call you.
The name is Rebecca Chambers, but that's Officer Chambers to you.
Well then, Rebecca, why don't you go and try while I wait here? Well then, Rebecca, why don't you go and try?
Okay, I thought he might join us. Zombies in an Umbrella Corporation train? Unlikely. I know, right? Is this an Umbrella train, though? We don't know that for certain yet. It's just a random train that we came across. But maybe we'll find that out later. No spoilers, because I'm going in blind. No power, so we need to go turn on the power. Notice to supervisors. When closing the dining car, the supervisor has to switch off the automatic doors to ensure all staff have vacated the car. The main automatic door power switch is located in the roof of the 5th car. Inspection will take place when the train is garaged. After inspection is complete, use the ladder at the rear of the 2nd floor of the dining car. Okay, so it looks like we're not even getting in there. Unless this is coincidentally also the 5th car. Because I think we're going to have to go down the other end of the train again. And I think it's on fire. This is handy. Half-eaten meal sits on the table. Yeah, the train is likely on fire. I'm just enjoying a nice romantic table-lit dinner. You know, just the entire table was on fire. Just a romantic dinner for one.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
You don't think that he's a zombie. Okay, he's turned into a pile of slugs. That's interesting. Never seen the T-Virus do this before. Yeah, you might want to run rather than let it absorb you. Liquid zombies. What? Okay, of course he's the T-1000. Is there a dodge button in this, or am I just gonna have to, like, face tank it? That's not the button that I want, that's the button that I want. I'm just gonna fire blindly and hope. Yeah, of course that's not gonna kill a pile of slug things. Just shooting it, oh, we just dead. Nope. Oh yeah, 2 bullets kills the entire colony of slug things. Of course it does. Of course it does. Apart from that one. I know, they're just crawling away.
Are you okay?
And now there's the romantic violin music. That's it singing. So they only really left because she called them away.
Who is that guy?
It's a guy. Okay, it's hard to tell in the rain, in the dark.
Who's controlling the train?
Go
You
and
don't
check
care
out
about the
what's
big fire that's still
Listen, we can
ablaze.
cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
Well, I don't.
Clue in, girl. Or maybe you like being worm bait.
All
They
right.
weren't worms though,
Just
were they?
remember, I will shoot you if you try anything funny.
Fine. Now take these with you.
Thank you. 3 bullets.
If you find anything, give me a call. All right?
I thought we were just literally sticking together. Oh, you conveniently know our radio signal that we're on as well. Player Manual 2, character switching. Switch control between the 2 lead characters, Rebecca and Billy, and use the different abilities to progress through the game. Character you currently control is the main character. The character you do not control is the partner character. Partner character generally moves independently, but you can use the right trigger to control them yourself. Selecting partner on the set screen allows you to assign instructions to the character. Both characters move independently, partner follows the main character. Partner attacks automatically, partner does not attack. Got it. Press Y to switch characters. You'll need to switch characters in order to progress in certain situations when your partner character is nearby. It'd be cool if you could play this 2-player. Like maybe with like Steam Link or something you could. Let's exchange. Okay, so Rebecca can combine herbs and has weak defense, can use mixing chemicals. Billy cannot combine herbs, is just stronger and can push large objects. Partner is attacked, main character and partner characters will die if they take too much damage, so we keep an eye on the condition. Basically, you're just saying play as Billy, because he's going to kill things better and he's going to be stronger. Some puzzles cannot be solved by one character. I don't think I ever got player manual number 1, you know. Did she just check him out there? She was like... Half-eaten meal sits on the table. Well, the guy was literally just slugs. There's a ladder here. It seems to lead up to the roof. Not yet. What is that jingling? Half-eaten meal sits on the table. Something is glinting. Okay, this fire... There's 2 fires now. Very much spreading everywhere. Hunters littered with paper, customers' orders. Also, like, what do you have in your inventory? A knife! Okay, so this guy has a knife. Right, Rebecca's on attacking team. Which is good. So they... Like, he did just say, I'm just going to stay here, but he's clearly not going to just stay here, is he? Okay, it's locked. I was going to say, should we be locking? Ah, this makes sense, how we get to the other side, right? So we're going onto the roof. Why does it sound like the train is moving? It clearly was not moving. Maybe it started moving in the meantime. It is now moving! When did the train start up? Okay, so this is how we get to, like, doorway number 5, or cabin number 5. Although the electricity, maybe we're just going to fix the electricity on the roof. But the train certainly wasn't moving when we got aboard. Okay, the power cable's been disconnected. This seems very stupid and dangerous. That'll surely hold. Okay, it's... Huh? The slime that we hated is all over it? Roof's caved in. Looks like it's destroyed by a powerful force from the outside. I'm trying to pick up the items though. Huh? How did this happen? Service lifts. Will Rebecca be in the service lift? No. Okay, so we need to place an item here. So this is how we transfer items between each other. Okay, so we're going to have to pass up something to Rebecca. Probably this key. Probably this key right here. Conductor room. Okay. And they're on solo now because obviously they're in separate locations. Okay, place an item here, yes. Have this key, Rebecca. Because she didn't want to come down the hole with us. You know, she's been left up there whilst we've been thrown down here. But, you know, he kind of knew that the slime was part of the thing, so he should have been aware of that. Okay. Well, that doesn't come back up here, interestingly. So I guess it goes under the train, right? So it's going to go under, right? She's just going to sit on top of the train this entire time. Also, like, walking backwards, like, you wouldn't have that sort of stance. Like, going into the rain, sure. Also, we could just totally make her twerk on top of the train. Just, you know, just casually twerking at the trees as they go past. But when did the train start up? And how did they make literally no comments of that? Because going backwards with the force of the train, that would be stupid. Walking in that position, it's not smart. You know, you need to have a different sort of... Maybe even just crawl along the top to not be blown by the wind, honestly. Okay, so we're going to be needing to switch between the people fairly frequently. Now, unfortunately, that does mean that we're going to have to go back through that one zombie that just Carla's definitely killed, right? But we activated the power for this. Okay, so maybe we don't. Maybe there's another way around it. Doesn't seem to be anything of use, apart from tasty foods. Okay, freight car is, I would imagine, locked, right? Yeah, of course it is. Locked from the other side. Oh, it's only from the other side, though. Some kind of tool. Carlos. Industrial-sized refrigerator. That's a walk-in fridge. Ah! This is a weird place for it to end up. But sure. Because he's one cabin ahead. And this is not the same cabin that the thing is above. So, I'm sure that works out. Oh, it definitely makes sense, right? It doesn't. Okay, so into the fray we go. into the fray, right? So this zombie's clearly still going to be here, right? In fact, he's got friends. He has more friends. Like, how are we doing for ammo? We've actually got loads of ammo. I wonder if she makes a comment now. The train is moving! Yes, okay, so it's not just like the door's shut. Too dangerous to go outside. He's dead. Okay, good. It's the fact that the train is now moving that we can't go outside, not, oh, there's monsters and stuff everywhere. But they really should have made some big deal of the train start moving, especially as they were just watching someone just stood on the hill moments ago. Right, so we're going over to that. Ironically, it does say Carlos is locked in that tiny little room. Is his name even Carlos? Okay, more passengers are waking up. He didn't stay locked on him, interestingly. So I'm guessing more and more passengers are going to wake up every single time that we go through the train. And dogs are going to somehow come flying in the window. You know that the dogs are going to somehow come flying in the window. Even though we've taken care of it and it's a moving train, these super smart dogs, they're going to find a way in. They're going to be able to run at the speed of a train, hop in perfectly through the window, and attack us. You know it. They're Resident Evil dogs. They can do amazing things. Rebecca. Cabin. I wonder if there are multiple endings in this as well. Because obviously, you know, the Resident Evil franchise typically has multiple endings. But it does say, you know, if one or the other dies, it's game over. You don't need this key anymore. You don't seem to need this key anymore. But maybe you do. I'd leave it on the shelf on the inside of the cabin, you know. Then it's somewhere. Okay, I did wonder in the back passage whether that was a map on the wall. It might have been. But now we've definitely found a map. Okay, so is that the entire train? It seems there's a cabin missing there, but maybe there's no upstairs to that particular cabin. There's a door or two that we might have just been able to get in at any point. Oh no, but the eggs are blocking the way, of course. Okay, and then that's locked and we need the key card, and that's locked and we need some sort of key. Which I'm sure we'll find one or the other in here. Is this anything? There's a switch here. Roof access. Perfect. I mean, we might not need a box. I like that use was an option on just the red herb. You know, it's like, hey, just eat the red herb on its own. You can. That's interesting. I wonder what just eating a red herb on its own does. That's a map of America. Okay, go travel to the next world. I thought we accidentally went into a different room then. Okay. So use means use a tool from your inventory, not use the item. Because I wanted to, like, nothing else in here. Examine it, because clearly there's an item in the briefcase, right? The key card for the driver's compartment key is in my bag as always. But I need the other guy's key too to open the damn thing. But it looks like I've lost it somewhere. If it was a normal key, someone would be sure to turn it in. But this key is different. I'll look for it too. But if you happen to find it, please hand it in. Thanks in advance. Well, I guess there's half a key in here. Half a key. Appears to be locked. There are 2 holes that look as if fit some kind of round object. Okay, so it needs special keys. Oh, the keys are for the briefcase. But this is an old-fashioned leathery briefcase. Look at the big gap there and the ruffled sides. You can literally just pull that ruffled sides apart and shove your hand in there. Like, you don't need to actually open it. And, like, you know, if it's just a literal keycard inside it, you can even, like, shake it upside down and get it into the top there and then just, like, slide it out pretty easily. And those locks are usually so shit that you can just leave them open with something. You'll probably break it, but it'll open it. You know, just leave it hard enough and it'll open. Right, so maybe Carlos. It's logs. Something stuck in the keyholes, preventing the door from turning. Probably get it out if you had something sharp. If only I had something sharp! Not the button that I wanted to use. You know, if only I had something sharp that I could lever in there. If only I had a big sharp knife that I could shove in there and lever it open. Okay, there's like literally nothing else that you can do, is there? I don't know how we can find a sharp knife. So, roof access. I'm done. We got roof access. That's something where I knew that we could go. Or at least to the next floor. I was like, hang on. Where can I go? I ran out of things to do. Climb up the ladder, of course. If only he had a knife! Glass bottles are scattered everywhere. When the emergency brake was activated, but the train is still running. Today's special meals, Mediterranean fried shrimp, carpaccio roast chicken. Rules, amen. Fresh English with hot mustard. Special steak, apple cocktail. That is not the same as you just literally told me. Join the party. The picture shows the group having a wild party. It doesn't look that wild. There's like 4 of them on a set of stairs or something. The party's over. The picture looks like the continuation of the first. The party goes to saying goodbye. There's 2 sad people. One kneeling. I don't think that the pictures match what you say. If only he had a sharp knife to wedge in that door. Oh, is this the, No, that sounds like some sort of hunter. On the roof. That is gonna climb in the window at any moment. It's gonna shove its arm through the ceiling and attack us. At any moment. I'm going to be very quiet and make sure it doesn't hear me. That's a very ominous window that's it's got smashed right through. Things oozing. Room service trolley. Plates and bottles must have been used. There's a big shiny thing on it. There's quite clearly an object on it. Oh, is it one of those Carlos can move this but you can't things? Eclectic station. That's an ooze monster, isn't it? Our picture's nothing, huh? This is just the other side of that same ooze in the same corridor, right? So that ooze monster's probably going to become a thing. That shine, it's got to have been an object on that thing. I think the first stage spray, yes. Like, why couldn't she pick up whatever the object was? I saw the pistol rounds, tried to grab the pistol rounds, and then it's like, shotgun bullets! You don't have room for it, sadly. We need a box. We definitely need a box. That's a nice shotgun. I guess changing and exchanging items to each other is the box. You need 2 blocks to carry this item. I would love to carry the shotgun. It's nice that they're marked on the map as dots, actually. You know, it's like, it's telling you there's things there. And so, that's just the way down back to where we came. That's all locked off. That anything? No. Okay. Okay, so we're probably meant to pick up the shotgun and then all of a sudden it's like, there's a battle outside! You got the shotgun, right? For this slime monster that's about to attack you. It's not going to be the slime monster, it's going to be the thing off the... Oh, now you'll try and pick it up. The sharp pick thing that, you know, would definitely be handy. If I leave it, does it just sit on the floor or do we throw it away entirely? It's on the floor. Okay. 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 That's actually clever. Okay, so we actually don't need a box at all. We can just leave the items lying on the floor. As stupid as it may seem. Okay, so we don't need that yet. We haven't got the ability to open it. So we're just going to leave a pile of stuff right there. Okay, so we've learnt the strategy in this game. Just like dump stuff everywhere. But that's actually really clever. I mean, yes, it means that you... Is it preloaded? That's 2 shots. Shotgun ammo! You will end up, like, you know, leaving a lot of stuff lying about the place. But at the same time... Oh, it only holds 2 bullets, huh? Okay, what are we holding? We need to take that to Carlos. We don't necessarily need heals right now. Gonna take the ammo. But you can just leave stuff everywhere. And that seems handy. You know, you can just leave it everywhere. Yes, it's not going to teleport around like a box, but as long as you're smart, you can come back for the stuff at any time. Okay, so we're going to have to, like, go all the way around, get the friendo, come back. Right, this is where we're going to get attacked by the monster. This is where it comes out to attack us on the way back. And every bit of that lamp shatters. Okay, it's a crab monster. It's a literal crabbo. Oh, it's a scorpion crab. Jesus Christ, okay. Maybe I should have, you know, kept some of those heals, actually, thinking about it. Because it's a boss. Yeet. It's a boss. It might be smart to have some healing. Just run away from it. It's fine. It might be smart to have some healing. How are we in situation-wise anyway? Caution. I mean, we need this. Okay, it's not gonna let me through the slime and stuff. Through the slime and the slime we carry on. I'm gonna leave that until we've killed Crabulon. We'll take the first aid spray. Back into Crabulon. We can come back out for the pick, and I'm sure we'll find it amongst the mess of stuff. That was stupid. Wow. Right in the nether regions. I did the in-game reloads, and that's not smart. So slow animation queue always, because I forgot it had 2 bullets. Always make sure that you use the menu to reload, because then you don't have the animation. The door to safety is shut. There is no turning back. Also, the train is moving at high speed. Right, leave these ink ribbons right here.